Salut les gars and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who didn't know, France has currently gone into its second lockdown, so I thought now would be a great time to tell you the 5 best French shows to watch on Netflix. Number 1 is Family Business. Now, Family Business, it was released last year, and it is by far one of my favorite TV shows just in general. So here's the synopsis. Family Business is a 2019 French web television series created and directed by Igor Gutzman. The plot revolves around a failed entrepreneur, Joseph, who finds out that cannabis is about to be legalized in France. He consequently decides to change his kosher butcher shop, inherited from his father, into the first marijuana coffee shop in France. So it's a comedy, in case you couldn't pick that up. I think it's really good because they speak very colloquially, and if you're trying to practice your French, I suggest putting on French subtitles because that'll really help. And yeah, you'll have a good laugh too. So it was released in June 2019, and last month they released season 2. And I'm just reading now that this month they renewed the show for season 3. So yay. Number 2, the Hookup Plan, aka Plan Cœur in French. The Hookup Plan is a comedy web television series and the second French series produced for Netflix after Marseille. I did not even know that. Wow. So it was released in 2018 and season 2 was released last year. I really like the series. It has a lot of the same actors from Family Business. Elsa, on the verge of turning 30 and stuck in an uninspiring job, finds herself still hung up on her ex-boyfriend 2 years after their breakup. Her friends, hoping to help her break out of her rut and find some confidence, decide to hire a male escort to take her on a few dates. This series is really good to binge because there are only, I think, 8 episodes per season, and the episodes aren't very long, so yeah, highly recommended. Then number 3, vampires. I haven't finished watching this yet, but it's about a vampire girl who suppresses her vampire tendencies by taking pills and who lives with her mother. Yeah, so it was released earlier this year. It hasn't been renewed yet for a season 2. And again, this one's easy to binge because there are only 6 episodes. So, number 4. Now, La Révolution. This one is a bit of a different genre. It's a bit scarier and a bit more serious and mysterious. 1787, amid the decadence of the Ancien Régime, Joseph Ignace Guillotin. This is the guy that actually invented the guillotine, just FYI, is responsible for investigating mysterious murders. He then discovers the existence of blue blood. This unknown virus spreads within the aristocracy. The virus has devastating effects. The infected nobles attack the little people, upsetting the established hierarchy. The revolt spreads and is the prelude to the French Revolution. And what I really love about the poster, especially for this series, is on it they say, "Et si on nous avait menti?" And if they were lying to us, as in like if they were lying to us about the whole time about how the French Revolution came about. And that one's really new. That one just came out, and I highly recommend it. And then last but not least, number 5, Emily in Paris. Now I know it's not a French language Netflix series, however it is set in France, so I'm adding it to the list. Also, I really like this show. It's about Emily in Paris. Follows Emily, a driven 20-something American from Chicago who moves to Paris for an unexpected job opportunity. She is tasked with bringing an American point of view to a venerable French marketing firm. Cultures clash as she adjusts to the challenges of life in Paris while juggling her career, new friendships, and love life. Now, I thought this is really a great show to watch because I think they really try and highlight all the French stereotypes and cliches. And it was interesting because obviously me being a foreigner here in France, I was kind of able to relate to it. But yeah, this one's also really good because you can binge it and the episodes aren't very long, and there are 10 episodes in the series. They left at the ending a bit on a cliffhanger, so I think season 2 will come. Fingers crossed. So those are my 5 favorite French shows on Netflix to watch. They're available here in France. I hope they're available where you are too. Even if you're not on lockdown, I recommend watching those shows because yeah, they're pretty great. And with that, I shall say ciao amigos and bis bald.